That's Independence Hall in Philadelphia. It also served as a temporary capital of the early United States.
That's right. It looks just like Knott's Berry Farm. We're here at Knott's. Where's the amusement park? The roller coasters.
Seems like this is a lot. It's a pretty good replica of the one in Anaheim.
What?
Oh, there's a bathroom.
Oh boy.
We need a picture in
I
front.
need to what?
We need a picture in front of it.
Yeah, I need to clean my shirt a little bit more. You see?
I don't care.
Look at that.
That's really pretty remarkable.
Is that the best angle, or in front of it is better? We'll have to see. Which is.
This is President's house that they're trying to rebuild here in the city of Philadelphia. It was where both John Adams and George Washington they lived there during their presidencies. So it was like a White House in the city of Philadelphia, but it was torn down probably in around the 18 or 1900s.
Well, unfortunately, in September of 1777, 18,000 British troops marched into Philadelphia. They camped all over the city, and they used the first floor of this building as a barracks. They were here for 9 months. When they left, all the furniture was gone. So we don't have any proof as to what happened. We know that when the British that they were burning furniture to stay warm. I cannot prove it, but that seems to be the best guess. The furniture had disappeared, but the building was left intact. The painting battle. This family kept the painting in their collection for a long time, and in the 20th century donated it to the park because they knew it was made for that spot. July 8, 1776. On that day, the bell that we now call the Liberty Bell was still referred to as the Pennsylvania State House Bell, because that's the name of this building, Pennsylvania State House. They rung it 13 times once for each of the separated colonies. And then, so why didn't they declare independence in 75? Because they believed that the British government was the best in the world. Why would you divorce yourself from it over a simple thing like taxes? What changes their mind and creates a popular movement for independence is a slim pamphlet called Common Sense, which was published here in Philadelphia in January of 76, circulates the colonies rapidly. Thousands of copies are made, and Thomas Paine's pamphlet creates a popular movement to the extent that Virginia proposes these colonies are and of right ought to be free and independent states. But of course, the most important parts of those documents, or that document, is the paragraphs about equality. Though that one phrase alone makes this building so important, that Abraham Lincoln actually stood in front of it and said that he'd rather be assassinated than allow the ideals that were born here to perish. And when he was assassinated, his body lay and stayed here. So the greatest challenge that this nation has ever survived, the Civil War, where the country divided, this room becomes a symbol of unity. So they declare independence, they get a right to government, they get to write a government for themselves, the Articles of Confederation. You know, all this started with money, Great Britain, and unfortunately that same money that Great Britain wanted, now the United States wanted because they were at war. And the government did not have a lot of power. So when your state said, I can't afford to pay the taxes, there was nothing that that government could do about it. However, when the British occupied the city of Philadelphia, they used this room as a prison for American prisoners of war. Many of them in very, very poor condition. Thousands of British soldiers are buried across, American soldiers are buried across the street in what is now called Washington Square. George Washington's statue looks over the tomb of the unknown Revolutionary soldier, and behind him is an inscription that says, "Freedom is a light for which many died in darkness." So because of those soldiers who served, we now have what we call the United States. So this building is a reminder of all the different things that contributed to the United States becoming a nation. When Franklin left this building, after he signed the Constitution, somebody said, "What is it?" He said, "It's a republic if you can keep it." And that's a reminder that we are supposed to be involved, to support what we want, and to protest what we don't want.
You want to talk to him? You want to say anything?
What?
Can you take a photo of me?
A photo? Yeah, we're going to take.
Hoping to capture George Washington and his troops, hoping that it capture the sign of the Declaration of Anger, or sign of the Declaration of Independence. But the British achieved nothing. They take over Philadelphia, but 70 miles away is the Congress in the Pennsylvania Dutch country. Or should I say Pennsylvania Deutsch, and not Dutch, so in German out there.
There's some stimulus money being used for the repairs of Independence Hall.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Congress Hall. The building served as the capital of the United States from 1790 to 1800. That is under the federal Constitution, and while they are building a permanent capital city, south of here in the banks of the Potomac River. Here in the House of Representatives, the Senate met on the second floor. We will be concluding our tour in the Senate. The House, as you are looking at it, is how it would have looked towards the end of their stay. When the federal government leaves here in May of 1800 to go to their new home in Washington, there are 106 members of the House representing 16 states and 1 territory. Towards the front of the room, we have original pieces, and they include the Speaker of the House's chair up on the platform. Another political deal gives Philadelphia the temporary capital, not to exceed 10 years, while government buildings are being built in the District of Columbia. So the federal government comes here in the autumn of 1790, and Pennsylvania gives them this building. This building had been completed in 1789. It was the Philadelphia County Courthouse. Pennsylvania will give it to the federal government at no cost in hopes of keeping the capital here. Downstairs applied to the Senate as well. In order for legislation to become law, it had to pass both houses. Of the many things particular to the Senate, what I will talk about this afternoon happened in here on March 4th, 1793. It is in the Senate where George Washington takes his oath of office for his second term as president. Washington really did not want to serve a second term. He had been in public life for quite a while. He wanted to go home to his farm. He had gone as far as writing a farewell address to be printed in all the nation's newspapers. The problem is, as we are holding elections, we are still pulling in many different directions. There was one man the whole nation could agree upon, and he didn't want the job. So he has to be talked into it. Among those, James Madison wrote him a letter. Madison said to him, "Sir, you must stand a second term as president. You are the glue that is holding us all together." Reluctantly, Washington agrees to serve a second term.
Committee room of the old Congress. And that's where the flag is. It's over there. Sorry. Start.